Hello, people. Hello, hello. Maybe I should start getting one of those, like, starting soon screens and, like, start that and have a countdown.
I just need you to know I went in there to turn off the light and everyone is passed out in my bed.
Aww.
The only exception's Doll because she can't get up there and she's passed out in her own orthopedic special dog bed.
That
The
is
other two are
so incredibly cute.
they're all passed out. Well, it's because everyone spent all day screaming.
Oh, yeah, true.
I have to send you the video of Meg. He literally was like at the window when I was walking by it and he was like hitting the window with his foot. And I'm like, dude, I can't help you.
By the way,
You
I'm
can't come out.
really concerned about this level and the amount of candles that are everywhere and the fact that there's like this weird robot god on the wall.
Oh, are we sacrificing people? Hang
I'm
on,
very
I'm coming.
concerned. Please get in here. Oh yeah,
I'm
there's the
coming.
crazy big whatchamacallit, the
Join.
scaffolding. Man, I don't even know where to start with this thing.
I'm coming.
Hello.
Oh, hello. Oh boy.
Yeah,
That's a big boy.
look at all the candles, and if you'll look behind you, you'll see the giant massive robot god.
Oh, hello.
Yep, hello sir.
Oh, he looks actually kind of cool.
He's definitely creepy. I don't know about the cool, but definitely
before
creepy.
you start touching anything, what's your goal?
You're right. Oh my gosh, why do I always have to rely on you to be like, yo, dude? Okay, read.
I mean, I'll happily do this with you twice, but
No. I do not want to do this again. Oh no!
no, what is that? What is it?
Oh, dude.
What is it? Give it to me.
Completely clean the Redemptor Dreadnought using only the yellow nozzle.
Is that what I have?
Do not flick it.
I got it.
To any other color on accident.
I got yellow, right?
I don't know. Do you? Look in your bottom corner and make sure it's yellow.
Yeah, it's yellow.
There. Okay. No accidental flicks to different colors.
I got it. My fingers are off the triggers.
Oh no, this is gonna be a stressful one, man. Alright, here we go. Cleanse initiated. This is ET656 Engine Sear Tyro 656. Coagulating. Oh no. I'm not awake enough for this.
Coagulating.
Cogitating. Clarification required. You betcha. Engine Seer outranks tech priests, and yet what? I remember this DLC in particular was really, really hard to read.
Yes.
Tech Priest sanctifies Dreadnought whilst Engine Seer cleanses Prometheum fuel drums. Okie dokie. Alright, so you said you looked up lore.
I did. I don't remember half of it because I was half asleep. However, I did. I watched an hour, lore video. It was interesting from what I can recall.
Alright.
Very sci-fi. Very war sci-fi.
Yeah.
Just a bunch of people at war with each other. No one likes each other.
We're in space, yeah?
In the future.
Yeah, we're in space. Okay.
Yes.
Oh,
yeah, no one likes each other.
It says protocol, previous biographical impartation. Oh no. Impartation increased ritual efficiency by 3.56%. Limited combat history will be disclosed through communications with the chapter's tech marine. Contain your intrigue, tech caprice. Cognitive reset will be No, come back!
Chat, we're in trouble.
Cognitive reset will be performed at the sacrament's conclusion. A sacrament? What is happening?
Oh, sacrificing.
My amount of confusion continues to rise.
Oh, I love it.
This is like a tongue twister, I will say. Alright. Going up. And for anybody wondering, if anybody is wondering, I have not gotten the last achievement where I have to get 5 gold medals in challenge mode. However, last time we streamed, I only had 1 gold medal. Now I've got 4, so I only need 1 more. And I am trying. They are very difficult. I tend to like the time challenges more than the water challenges, though, I will say.
Yeah, and I can see why.
Yeah, I'm a bit of a spastic power washer where I just, like, fling the water around everywhere. So having to control where the water goes is not my style.
Same.
Let me up. All right. Okay, gun. Microplasm incinerator. Techmarine Procupius Cato, a TPC. Your Magos asks that I impart some account of your chapter's history to assist the vigor of your cleanse. Are we getting lore?
Maybe.
I already sense the fervor that our chapter's Redemptor Dreadnought brother Zakil stirs in you. Okay?
Yes.
It is well that he is in induced slumber. He's in a coma?
So is it like a coma, or is it like one of those like fantasy things where he's just been asleep for hundreds of years until he's called upon to awaken?
Though he is a few words, these are usually the last to pass into the ears of a traitor. Oh.
Oh, judgment.
Goodness gracious.
I think there's a book series with these. I might have to see if I can find some at like half price or something.
We would not wish for him to exercise such judgment in our current location.
I mean, you know what? That's fair. Neither.
Is he talking about the robot?
I don't know. I don't know, dude. I have no idea what's happening.
Okay, it continues. For millennia, our chapter has scoured the galaxy for the corrupt and the honorless. Okay, well, that's cool. You good Samaritans with guns? Is that what this is? These redacted heretical turned their back on the Emperor and left us with no choice but to remove any whisper of them from history. Ooh.
Nope, it's mass wipeout.
Okay, not good Samaritan. A recent excursion amidst the dense carnivorous forests of planet withheld classified detected evidence of such redacted schematic.
Ugh.
There's a lot of, like, I don't know what's happening because it's redacted. Ding 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 ding.
Not it.
Do your best. Okay, I don't know how to clean this part. Oh, wait, maybe I figured it out. That's actually not bad. But now the question mark is... Can I get in there? Ah! Okay.
Sorry.
It's fine. Everything's fine. Oh, man.
There.
Oh, you know what? I probably need to get, like, underneath it. There we go. There we go.
There you go.
It's like I gotta hit it from a different angle.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, oh my goodness is correct. There's so many little nooks and crannies.
I'm stuck. I'm stuck.
Oh no.
Got it.
You good?
I got it. We're good. We're
good. Everything fine.
Everything's fine.
Okay, wow, we're already 80% of the way done. Hearing that there is to be an assault upon the nearby planet of withheld strategic Astamar B785, Brother Zakil enlisted our chapter squad into the gathering forces. That they seek to obtain a restricted artifact H-class is of no importance to us. Are you sure about that? Ah! There we go. There we go. We seek only the identity of the enemy who would have it for themselves and to crush them completely. Okay.
Ruthless.
So wait, am I talking to the good guys or the bad guys, or do we just don't know?
I don't know if anyone is technically a good guy. It kind of sounds
In
like
Warhammer,
just from what I...
there's no protagonist?
Well, I mean, there's protagonists and stuff, but I think, like, I mean, in your eyes, you're a good guy, but maybe, you know what I mean? Like, when if someone thinks that
Oh.
maybe they, you know, they're in the right and they're doing good, but maybe
Every,
it's just everyone sucks here.
everybody thinks they're doing the right thing when they're not.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
okay.
so. That's kind of the impression I got when I was kind of reading through stuff.
Okay, I can kind of see that. I've seen stories like that before.
Once again, don't come for me, everyone in this fandom. I don't know that for certain.
They're like, of
That's
course,
just gleaned
this,
off of a Google search.
right? Of course, this person is the true hero, good guy. But then, would they disagree with other people that actually also love the series and know the lore?
Who knows?
Is that the point?
I don't want to make the Warhammer fandom angry.
Is
It's
this
a big one.
Is this a fandom that we need to be aware of? I'm very confused.
Probably. I think it has a
concerned.
very, very big following. I don't know if cult following quite is the description for it, but I think there's a lot of people who are into it.
Yeah, it's like there's just certain fandoms with certain games that you just don't want to tango with.
Yeah.
And then there's other fandoms that are like, everybody's welcome. Let's all talk.
Yeah. Like I said, I might see. I think there's like books and stuff. So I might look and see if I can find some for cheap.
Sure, why not?
Just out of curiosity.
Yeah. It's not like you have anything else to do.
Yeah, right?
That wasn't a diss.
Weak.
It's just us being adults, man.
It really is. Especially after the conversation we had earlier.
No kidding. All right, let's see here. Where is the dirt? I will say, this has been a very enjoyable clean so far.
This one has not been so
This is
bad.
very satisfying. I like this one. It's not rage-inducing so far. I'm looking. Okay, there's some right there. Okay, I can't see anything from the back anymore. Nope. Excuse me.
This well is not clean, but
okay.
I don't know if it...
This right here needs to be cleaned. Oh, okay. I see some parts that need to be cleaned. Okay, here we go. Okay, nope. Ah. No? Okay.
Okay, got that one.
Okay.
Yes, okay.
All right, what are we missing?
Rocket pod.
And the reactor. And a headlight. And fingers.
Problem is I can't really get up too close to this one without...
Wait a second. Which finger?
There we go.
All of these fingers are fine. Oh, that one. Okay.
All right.
Wait, hold on. This thing has a headlight? Where? Oh, is it legitimately like the head? There's like a light on the head?
I didn't see one.
All right, well, I gotta investigate. So, parkour. Maybe. Power wash me up. Push me up. Yes! It worked. All right.
It's not the craziest thing we've ever done.
Pod sensor. A sarcophagus. Yeah, a sarcophagus pipe. Excuse you. Maybe there is a dude in here. Upper
Reactor
arm.
pipe.
Where's the headlight?
Here's the cylinder. I think that's
What the
dirty.
heck? Okay.
That. Okay.
Where is your head? Where is your light? Right there? Oh yeah, it's legitimately a headlight.
And we got the Chivo!
We did it. That actually wasn't as stressful as I thought. But there's like legitimately a red light up here with that little like cross H thing
That's
going on
hilarious.
it. Oh, that's funny. All right. That one only took us 15 minutes. That is
Yeah, it wasn't
probably
too bad.
the fastest robot we've ever cleaned.
I would say so.
And we've cleaned multiple robots. All right. Woo.
All right, what's our goal?
Okay, I'm checking. I'm looking. We've got a Rogel Dorn battle tank. A Rogel Dorn. Complete the stowed shovel first.
The stowed shovel?
The shovel. We need the shovel.
First?
The shovel is... Where are you? Stowed axe. There's a lot of stowed. There's the shovel. I highlighted it. Oh, wait. It's only highlighted for myself. Shoot.
Where's it at?
I'm looking. I might need to jump up on top of it. Where is the shovel? What the heck? There's a shovel on this? Oh. Here it is. Here it is. There's a bunch of tools right here. Okay. I'm just gonna hold tight while I get this.
I'm holding tight.
Got it.
Yes, nicely done. Okay, now we're free.
You gotta come see this. You gotta come see this.
It's literally just a shovel.
I'm like, where's the shovel? Look, there's a pack. Oh, because it's stowed away. Like, oh, okay. I'm like, what's a stowed shovel? It's literally just a shovel that
because it's just chilling.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, okay, you watch. I'm gonna read. This is from Commissioner Franz. Data recording. Tech priests know that I expect my tank to be flawless upon its return, and the message went away. Hold on. It's because I was looking for a shovel. Should this not be the case, I will arrange for you to join my forces gathered for the assault upon withheld strategic estimator B785. Indeed, I am certain you would fit it admirably with the ragtag collective of my vanguard. So we're getting propositioned to join this guy's ranks.
Okay.
I
cool.
guess. I guess we're the priests. He called us priests, so I think that's who the other guy was talking about. Like,
okay.
That's who we are. Which I'm like, why are clergy cleaning? I don't know.
I mean, so maybe we're desperate. Maybe all of our men have died. I don't know.
I don't understand this world. There's gotta be some significance. A side shield? Okay. Oh, that's the side shield. Okay, I understand now. Alrighty. Alright, you said you had some stories, potentially, for stream?
Oh, yeah, let me tell you about my renovation.
Oh, yes, please.
Oh, it has been a journey, man. It's been a journey!
Oh, it sounds like not necessarily a fun journey.
No. I mean, yeah, no. I mean, kind of, but no, not really. It's been great. Okay, here we go. We'll just start.
Yeah.
So, first of all, I in no way blame the contractors at all for any of this because they have been wonderful people. They've been really helpful. They've been really nice. They actually explain everything to me and they don't treat me like I'm stupid if I ask a question or if I'm like kind of like, oh, are we sure? Like they just explain it very thoroughly. Like they're very nice. So
yeah.
none of this is contractor related. So
just to get that out there.
Just get that out there because I know sometimes like there are contractors and stuff that are hard to work with. Yeah. These guys are not one of them. They're very polite. They
which is nice.
Like, yeah, don't treat me like I'm stupid because I'm a lady, and you know, it's just it's great. I love it. But and they educate me too. Like even the guy was showing me how to lay the flooring.
That is like, so cool.
I know. He's like, yeah, you put it in here and then you shim it like that and then you just push, knock it into here with the hammer and you have to have this much space. And I was like, this is actually really cool.
This is helpful.
Not that I have any want to replace flooring, but thank you. This is very cool to watch.
Yeah.
But so we started tearing up the carpet in I call it the sitting room, but it's like a little kind of, it's where my desk is for my computer and stuff and all that. And it's kind of like off to the side of the dining room and the kitchen, but it's not like the living room area.
Yeah.
And so we start pulling up the carpet. Everything seems to be going well. Well, we get to where the wood stove is.
Uh-oh.
I have a wood-burning stove for the wintertime. And as we're cutting away the carpet, guess what we found?
I'm really concerned, and I don't even want my
They
imagination to run with it.
they put the platform that the wood stove was on 2 layers of carpet stacked on top of each other, put the tile down, which is why the tile cracked when they put the stove on it, and then framed it with just plastic fake wood like corners.
Oh my goodness.
So we're literally sitting there looking at it, and the guy's like, I can't leave it like that. Because originally what we were going to do was we were going to fit the flooring around it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So he's looking at it, he goes, well, I can't leave it like that. 1, that's not safe. 2, that's not up to code. And 3, that looks like garbage. He's like, I know this is not what you were planning for, but we cannot leave it like this. And that's another thing too with these guys is they don't cut corners.
Yeah.
And like there's been a couple times where they've accidentally laid flooring wrong and they've actually taken it apart and then re-put it back the right way. So I trust. There's a level of trust that we have that
you've established with these people.
That we've established that they're not just,
they're not just trying to waste your time and money. They're like, no,
exactly.
we need to do this the right way.
Exactly. It's been wonderful. It was a total change from the dry people.
Yeah.
But so he's like, okay, well, we can't leave it like that. So then we unhook the wood stove, and it's dirty because I haven't had it serviced in the 7 years I've been here, which I probably should now. Mm-hmm. So we take it apart, and we go to move it so we can take the base apart. It is so heavy, the 3 of us cannot move it.
Oh, no.
And I'm in there with them. I mean, I've been helping them. It's only been a 2-man crew, and it's been me helping lift and move things as they need help with and whatever else.
Yeah.
And we cannot lift this. And so we're just like, crap, what are we going to do with this? We have straps, we have everything, we cannot move this. So we're like, okay. So we're like trying to think of like what we're going to do to get this like heavy cast iron stove moved. Well, unfortunately for the plumber, he shows up that day to replace the hot water tank.
Guess what, buddy?
I know, we literally, it just all fell into place because they ordered the wrong tank. So it was the same gallon size, but it was not the same dimensions, so it wouldn't fit in the closet.
Oh, yeah, that's a problem.
Yeah. So at that point, I'm just starting to get frustrated, not with them, but just the fact that everything just seems to be going wrong at this point. And the guy was like, well, the vendor has a tank. He goes, I'm gonna wait for it. I'm not gonna leave. My coworker's gonna drive it out to us and we'll get it replaced. And I'm like, okay, great. Thank you so much for your help with this, because this sucks. Mm-hmm. So while we're talking, the contractor goes up and goes, hey, you look strong. And he goes, well, I like to think so. Why? And he goes, you want to help us move the stove? And the plumber was so nice. He's like, yeah, absolutely. I'll help you guys. Took all of us. We did it. I don't know how we're going to get it back because the plumber's not coming back to move it. I don't know how we're going to get it back once we rebuild the base, but we did it.
Sheer willpower, man.
Sheer willpower. And so
I love that. Hey, you look strong.
Yeah, hey, man, you want to
wave?
I know the poor guy's probably just like, oh, this is not what I signed up for.
Right.
So we're still waiting. And once again, this man is so gracious. He's just so patient and so kind. This plumber. My neighbor comes out and starts complaining that he's too close to the mailbox. I have nowhere else for him to park. We cannot park in the street in our neighborhood because the road is only big enough for 2 vehicles to fit side by side.
Oh, no.
So he's parked in my driveway. He's technically off the road.
Yeah.
But he's too close to the man's mailbox. And he's cussing at us. I'm saying it nicely. He was not saying it nicely. Like, I would have probably told him something not so nice in turn with how he was being.
Oh, my gosh.
But the plumber's just like, oh, man, I get it. It's, kind of tight quarters here. We're trying to get the hot water tank. This one's all rusted out. And, like, he was trying to, like, smooth this guy over. Yeah. And then the contractor just goes out there and goes, man, some people just need to complain, don't they? And I'm like, no, don't escalate!
Oh, gosh. Don't do it, man.
Don't escalate the situation, man. I mean, he's not wrong, but I'm like, brother.
But still.
Please don't. So that was happening, and because my neighbor has been really bitter ever since we put the fence in, because now he can't park his vehicle up against my house anymore on my property. So he's still really upset about that.
It's
so
like, well, dude.
I know. So that's where we started. So we were like, okay, so then we go to tear out the base for the stove, and we find a vent that we don't know what it goes to underneath the base to the stove.
A mystery vent?
A mystery vent.
Oh,
it was a
no.
mystery vent. And so we're staring at it, and the contractor goes, I have no idea what this is. So we're trying to like troubleshoot it, because it's not like, it doesn't look like a register. It has mesh over the top of it.
Yeah.
So we're like, what does this go to? So we're like trying to figure it out. I turned on the heater. It doesn't go to the heater. I don't have an air conditioner in here. So we're like trying to figure this out. So in my wisdom, I sent a picture to my dad, because my dad used to work construction when he was young. And I'm like, dude, what is this? Do you know what this is? And he goes, oh yeah, that's a downdraft vent for a really, really super old style stove. And I was like, what? And he goes, yeah, so that probably was what they replaced. They replaced that with the wood stove or whatever.
Right.
So he's like, well, you don't need it, because, I mean, it was covered up, and 2, yours is not a downdraft, because that's really old style.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, sweet. So we pull out the vent, and sure enough, the vent, like, piping was not connected to anything. It was just down into the crawl space, as you do.
Gosh.
So we get the hole all boarded up, and we're starting to lay the floor, and everything else is going. So the hot water tank gets here. We're doing good. He gets it all installed. Now the kitchen sink doesn't work.
No.
Yes. I have no kitchen sink right now, guys. I still do not have one yet.
No.
So he's trying to troubleshoot it, and he's like, I don't know what is happening. He goes, the only thing I could think of is that maybe there was sediment in the pipes, which is possible because the pipes are original with the house. They're over, they're 35 years old, so that is a very good possibility.
Right.
And he's like, but I don't know for certain. He goes, I posted a thing in the group kind of thing, and no one, it's kind of hard to troubleshoot when others aren't here.
Group chat. Help.
So yeah, basically. So eventually he's like, but I have to go to this other job. So the main office will call you. And I'm like, okay, I can appreciate that. Thank you for everything you've done today.
Yeah.
So he leaves. Get a call. They set up another visit. And literally the lady goes, well, we can come back out tomorrow. Mm-hmm. However, if it's our fault, we'll do everything for no charge. But if it's not our fault, then we're going to charge you another consultation fee. And I was like, what? And she's like, yeah, that's kind of how it goes. And I'm like, I just spent thousands of dollars for this new tank. And they replaced the piping before the new tank got here when I had the initial leak. So I have like thousands of dollars in this. And normally, chat, I'm not a Karen. I get it. I worked retail. I get it. But it's like, could you not throw me a $200 bone, please?
Yeah.
Please?
Yeah.
I've spent like $4,000.
Yeah.
Please.
Yes, I'm so sorry.
So I was just like, okay, because I mean, I can't say no. I need a sink. I have no sink.
Yeah.
But thankfully, and I need to call them anyways, and just to verify, they came out, they took a look at it, and they troubleshooted. And they think it's in the pipes directly below the sink, because the dishwasher doesn't work either, but the washer and dryer, like, hookups work. So that means it's, like, kind of isolated, which is good.
Yeah.
So the gentleman was very nice. So I said, oh, what do I owe you? He goes, oh, I don't have any charges here, so I'm not going to worry about it. So I was like, oh, mercy. Okay, thank you. So I'll verify with the front office, though.
Yeah.
I'm not going to just take it and run with it.
Yeah,
that's not the right thing to do.
Of course.
But, so I'm going to do that. But anyway, so the only solution is to replace all the piping underneath the sink.
No.
And here is the kicker. The faucet is so old, it's not compatible with the new piping.
Of course.
So now
freaking course.
Now I have to replace the faucet too, guys. To replace the faucet. So now on Sunday, my mom and I are going to Lowe's so I can pick a faucet I actually want.
Oh my gosh. It's like an avalanche. You are literally living in an avalanche of catastrophe.
I know, it's just one thing after another, and I'm like, please have mercy. Come on now. I'm just like, okay, that's fine. So then, we're still not done.
Oh, gosh.
We're almost done, but still not done. So we're laying all the flooring, right? And it looks absolutely gorgeous. They're doing a wonderful job. We get to so I have a mixture of carpet and glue down vinyl, laminate, whatever.
Yeah.
The cheap stuff.
Yeah.
We go to pull it up, It's attached to particle board. So as soon as they try to rip it out, it starts tearing up the particle board.
No.
I cannot afford to replace every piece of subflooring in this house.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. So
Yeah.
instead now what we are going to do, and I double checked to make sure it was okay that we weren't just cutting corners. We are filing down the sides of like the laminate so it kind of has a more like a nicer flow in to the subflooring underneath the carpet, and we're just laying the planks over it.
Okay,
We're
that's
just like
that's
yeah.
not bad.
No, we're like, you know what? We're not doing this today.
Seriously, my gosh. Tell me that's it. Tell me we've finished the saga.
That is it for today. That is it. We still are. We're not done yet. We haven't even finished one whole like room of the house. So
gosh, man.
I know. It's been so fun. It's just been one like just comedy of errors after the other, and it just is so funny.
Gosh.
I just can't. But it's gonna look so nice when it's done. Like even like just looking at it in person, it is so. The flooring is not. I mean, it wasn't super expensive, but for how much I paid for it, it's really nice.
Yeah.
And just.
And it's just gonna have that like new feel vibe that's always really fun to have. And
well, exactly, and it's gonna be nice because now I'm not gonna have carpet anymore. Like with because it doesn't matter when you have. I mean, sure, with kids too. Like with the animals, it doesn't matter how much you vacuum. It's everywhere.
It's everywhere.
It doesn't matter.
Yep.
So I'm really looking forward not to having like the smell of the carpet and stuff, because even though I've done the, what do you call it, like the steam cleaner or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, it still has that kind of pupper smell to it because
Yep.
the dogs lay on it and roll on it and
Of course.
come in from outside. So I'm really looking forward to having it all done. And as a positive note, I have a wall again in my laundry room.
Yay.
So that's cool. Yay!
Oh my gosh. I do remember, this was back when I was living with my parents, back like, oh gosh, I want to say I was either middle school or high school. Actually, you know what? It was probably high school because, and that'll make sense when I tell you some of the story. I was helping with a bathroom renovation, and Dad decided, we are going to take the tiny little laundry room that was right next to the kitchen. And
I remember.
Yeah, you remember how like the dining room was kind of just part of the kitchen?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So I don't know if we knew each other at this point, but the wall that's like right next to the dining area used to be a little cubby in the back.
Oh.
And that was the laundry room.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't think we knew each other at that point.
If you can imagine there being like a little wall and then a cubby that went back into like towards the backyard, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
And that was the laundry room. Okay.
Okay.
So if you can imagine, while we're all sitting down to eat dinner,
getting serenaded by the unevenly loaded washer. I absolutely love that.
Of the 90s, man.
Oh, that is too funny.
And I still have very interesting memories associated with that little cubby, including like just sitting. It was one of my jobs. I don't know if I shouldn't say job, because I actually don't know if my parents told me to do this or if I just did it on my own. This was like middle school, maybe late elementary school. If the dryer, particularly the washer, if the washer started getting a bit too crazy, I'd sit on it.
Yes, my mom made me do that.
Yeah. And I remember running over into the little cubby and then jumping up on the washer and being like, all right, this is my job now.
Oh, good times.
Good times. But anyway, I was helping with the bathroom reno, and because it was like a DIY, right? Like my dad was basically doing most of it, if not all of it, with a little help from some friends and my mom and like, whoever else can, including me. By the way, when you give a child a sledgehammer and say go,
it's all go. There is no stop.
It was hilarious, and I don't think my dad, if I remember correctly, we tore out the drywall, and so I was on the back side of the tile of it's like an old blue ceramic tile that
Yeah.
our shower
Very
was made
90s.
out of. Oh yeah, very 90s. And so I was behind it, right? So I was near the part where like the back side of the tile. And my dad was on the other side to kind of see where it would scatter, and I just started hammering away, and he goes, "Stop!" Apparently I hit it so hard that it was like shattering all around him everywhere.
No.
And so he ran into the garage, got a giant piece of wood, plywood or whatever you want to call it, and then held it up as a barrier as I smashed down the tile.
That is hilarious.
And it was so funny because the cats were going crazy. We had indoor cats that were all like, running around like crazy, like, what's going on? What's going on? Like, it's the end of the world. And eventually,
that is so funny.
I just remember very distinctly, like, there was a hole. I eventually smacked enough of it out that there was this hole, and my dad, like, pulled down his little barrier, and he looked at me. He's like, man, you really went for it.
Well, when given permission.
I think I was really sassy and something like that. It was like, well, you said go. Like,
that is so funny.
But so where I was going with that is I actually do remember very distinctly like not having a wall into our shower. And my cousin, Rodney, which we know her by another name, but Rodney is her stream name. She came to visit for a week in the summer, and that was when the wall was down. And so she actually got to be a part of the crazy reno, where if you wanted to take a shower, you had to like put up this giant like sheet on a wire that my dad set up, like jury rigged, in order to take a shower.
So funny.
Oh man, because there were no walls. The bathroom was completely exposed.
Trying to take a shower with nothing but a little freaking cloth on a wire.
Or use the bathroom.
Yep.
I do remember,
so
I think my mom warned her sister, Rodney's mom, of like, hey, by the way, this is what's going down right now. Because they were trying to figure out, like, when we could get together. Because they would trade us during the summer. Like, hey, you take her for a week, I take her for a week. And it was a lot of fun. But yeah. Good times, good times. Renos are always a bit crazy.
Yeah, learning that one real fast.
Yeah, you gotta have to just roll with it.
Oh yeah, I mean, there's nothing else you can really do.
Oh, okay, I have those two. What do I not have? The cannon? What's dirty on
It's just
the
the
cannon?
timing of all of it that's just so funny.
Oh gosh, yes. That is literally comedy of errors. So many things going wrong. That's just unfortunate. Ah, here we go. Okay, I missed a bunch of messages, so while we finish up the tank, I'm gonna look at the messages and read them.
Yeah.
Okay. Data recording. Among our number are the regiment withheld. Oh, well, that's... You're not gonna tell me their name? Are you familiar with them? No, because you didn't tell me their name.
Don't know whomst I'm speaking of.
Whilst most of my number need encouragement, and that's in quotes from my power sword, doesn't sound like encouragement, with with regiment withheld.
Violent.
I need it to hold them back. On which side of my power sword might you fall, tech priest? Oh dear. Data recording.
Hopefully the blunt end.
Beyond the regiment withheld stand 3 companions of Caden troops. To say they will be squandered in my divisionary vanguard is an understatement, but I doubt you possess the honor to fight alongside them. Man, this guy's judgy. Data recording. Finally, we have the it's either penal or penal legions. I'm not sure. I've collected these redacted hyperbolic from every corner of the galaxy. I won't have them redactive illustrative in their cells when they can be put to use fighting for the glory of the Imperium. Perhaps I should deploy you amongst them. Yes, that would be perfect in an indolent mechanicus. So dear. Unauthorized data override. Do not listen to the ramblings of this infernal commissaire.
What is happening?
We in the penal or penal legions pledge our allegiance to the Imperium voluntarily, and I'm honored to be part of this regiment. Better to redacted conjecture in honorable futility than as a traitor in the redacted conditions unconfirmed concrete box. The end.
Okay.
Do you know what just happened? I don't know what just
I
happened.
have no idea.
Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, smoke launchers and multi-melter swivels. Main turret. Oh, good. Smoke launcher. Aha! It's this guy. Are you washing me away?
I hope not. Just trying to get it from underneath.
Hey.
What?
Got it. Well, that was a mouthful of craziness that I have no idea what happened.
That was a trip.
Oy, oy, oy.
No, it was so funny. So speaking of when we're kids and having memories and stuff.
Yeah.
So as I told you off stream, Miss Dolly got out of the yard today.
Yes.
Chat, I lost her. I almost had a panic attack. Thankfully, she didn't dawdle off very far because she can't move very fast. So I was talking to my mom about it today. And she's like, she didn't mean it. She was just, wandering around and stuff. And, she was okay. And I was like, do you remember when I hid inside the round of fabrics at the craft store when I was little? She goes, yeah, I was really mad at you because I couldn't find you and you wouldn't come out when I called you. I said, it was the same feeling.
Same exact thing.
I know. She's like, yeah, I was really mad. I had the whole store looking for you and you were just giggling. I said, it was the same feeling. I thought I lost her.
Aww. I feel like every kid did that, though.
My mom said she never lost my brother.
Okay, he's goody two-shoes.
Yeah. She said, although I kind of was on him all the time, so it was kind of hard for him to wander off anywhere, I guess.
Maybe that's just... Okay, well, maybe that's a sibling thing. Like, maybe firstborns or only childs are the ones that get away with stuff like that.
Yeah. So,
I will say, I've yet to lose my children in a retail store.
Well, that's good.
Yet. I'm hoping it never happens.
I think they're both kind of at that age now, though, right?
Yes and no. I keep it pretty... I don't know.
Not saying you let them run wild, but I mean...
Well, no, it's actually more like I think I'm just that parent where I tend to be and can be a bit, not helicopter, but definitely like eagle eye.
Well, I think that's important, especially now, though. I mean...
I think it is. It is one of those things where, like, it seems like every parent has a different style, and sometimes I feel like I'm the more strict and, harsh is not the right word, but, like, very to the point with my kids. Like, I do not beat around the bush.
Firm but fair.
Yeah, I try to be. Sometimes, I'm not perfect. Sometimes it comes out probably more harsh than it should. But I am definitely that parent where I'm like, I try not to ever lose track of them, or even if I'm having a conversation with someone, I've always got an eye on my kid.
I'm going to say this. It is good. It is good that they need to, that you have that grip on them, though, because they're going to be functioning members of society. It's going to be unfortunate for them in the future, though, when they have to deal with people who weren't raised that way. You know what I mean?
Yes, I think I do. I love that. I love how you said that. Thank you.
You're welcome.
There are very few places where I will legitimately be like, you know what? I know that my kids are safe here, and I don't need to keep my eyes on them.
Yeah.
And I take those places. I do not take them for granted, and they are close to my heart. And I'm not gonna say I'm on stream, but like I feel really good when I'm there because I'm like I know that I can just let them wander or let them do their thing, and they are going to be safe.
Of course, retail stores are not that.
Nope, definitely not. Oh man.
Yeah, my mom's like, literally, she's like, you were there 1 second. I wasn't even turned for 30 seconds and you were just gone.
Sneaky.
I know. She's like, you were just not there. Well, and it was at that time, too, where Adam Walsh was happening, and that was, like, a big thing, like the Code Adam and everything.
Yeah.
So she said she had that whole store locked down. She was, like, looking for me. Everyone was looking. Mm-hmm. I got in so much trouble. I don't remember because I was so little, but she's like, you were in so much trouble when I found you.
She's probably thinking, not me, not my child. This is not going to happen.
Yeah. She's like, I didn't know what I was going to tell your dad. I didn't know how I was going to tell him I lost you.
Oh, man. I don't know if my parents ever actually legitimately lost me. I do know that when I want to say I was maybe 2 or 3. My parents would be able to tell you. And I might have told this story before because I think we've gotten on subjects like this before. But regardless, we were at some sort of event together as a family, and there was like a bunch of people there. So again, one of those situations where maybe don't necessarily need to keep like really close attention to me because they're around, a bunch of friends and people they trust.
Yeah.
Well, apparently I found the fire alarm, and I reached up with my little fingers and I pulled that thing.
Funny.
And
I'm sure it wasn't funny to them at the time.
Nope,
but
the police came, the fire department came, everybody came. And apparently, like my mom said, I can't remember which one of them. Anyway, they'll correct me on this someday. But one of them said that I pulled that thing, and then like the alarm goes off, and I was so in shock because of the loud sound that I left my fingers on the little lever and I just stared. Like I did not even pull my hand away, so they knew. Like they looked at me and
shell shock.
Yeah, they looked at me and I just had this look of like, what'd I do?
Oh, that is so funny.
And they couldn't even be mad. Like they were mad, but they couldn't be mad at me. Like, oh.
That is hilarious.
That feeling where you're like, I know I should be mad, but I can't because you didn't know what you were doing.
Yes.
Oh,
that is so funny.
Like a kid with her hand caught in the cookie jar.
Oh, literally almost caught red-handed.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh, man. And I'm sure they felt embarrassed and apologizing. Like, I'm so sorry. And yeah, that moment where you take your eye off of them for just a little bit.
It just takes a split second, man.
Split second. Yep.
Split second.
Mm-hmm. All right. This is already going to be a lot more difficult than the others. Man, like, I don't even know. Oh, I hit the tab button. It's like, I'm all dirty.
100, 100.
Yep, I don't even know where to look. All right, let's just start cleaning and hope for the best.
Yeah, I don't really... I was hoping to get some of the stuff down here, but I guess not.
Oh, I can share. Since obviously chat knows I'm a mama, so Mother's Day is coming up.
It is. It is on Sunday.
Yep.
Oh, I gotta get my mom flowers.
Oh, yeah, you better. Be nice to your moms this weekend, everybody.
Yeah, because they're the ones who look for you when you're in the rounds of fabric.
Yep. But I actually, so my birthday is also this month. Birthday and Mother's Day happen very close together, like within a couple weeks. And so this year, my little family, decided to gift me a combined gift for my Mother's Day birthday.
What am I hitting my head on? Sorry.
No, it's fine. You're hitting your head on the saw. On the chainsaw.
That's fine. I didn't need half my brain anyways. It's fine.
No problem just jumping into the Reaper chainsword blade.
It's good.
Everything's fine.
Everything is fine.
But anyway, they gifted me a new coffee maker.
Aww.
Yeah. And
Nice.
it was really funny because my husband had the idea, I guess shared it with the kids, and I guess out of my eldest mouth goes, "She needs this."
That is cute.
It's like, yep, they know their mom pretty well.
That is so adorable.
Yeah, and it's actually kind of a special, like, what's the, like, a special coffee maker. It has 4 different settings. Sorry, chat, my eyes are super watery right now. It has 4 settings to it. Yeah. It does classic.
Nice.
It does something called rich, which is my favorite so far. At least
Does it just make it like a darker kind of brew?
It does, but the best way I can describe it is it feels like I'm drinking French press.
Oh, bougie.
Yeah,
Okay.
like it takes it where it's a normal quote coffee, but it's not like super watered down. So
Yeah.
I tried to describe this to my husband because he doesn't drink coffee, but he does like beer, and so I was trying to describe it to him of like in beer terms.
Hmm.
So the classic is more of like your it's good. Like a lot of people love it. A lot of people go for it. It's that classic like bitter. So I think of like an IPA or a Pilsner or like, you know,
Yeah.
the Coolers Light, you know, the ones that a lot of people really just like, right?
Yeah.
That's the classic. The rich is a bit of a step towards the darker version where it's more like an amber or an
Mm-hmm.
ale, like a little bit more rich, a little more smooth to the taste. And then you've got so the other two settings are iced coffee, which doesn't work in this analogy. It'll actually do over iced. So if I put and I tried
Ooh.
it today, the very first time, if you put ice in your cup and you start to brew it, it does it in small spurts so that
Oh,
when
nice.
the coffee hits the ice, it doesn't immediately melt it.
Oh, nice.
And you can make yourself it comes out cold essentially, like you make yourself an iced coffee, like it brews it hot and then cools it down as it comes out. It's crazy,
That's cool.
super fancy. Anyway, and then the last setting is the works with the analogy. It will do espresso shots,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
so I can make like a latte or a mocha or whatever. It even has like a milk frother on the side.
Mm-hmm.
Super fun. So that's like your stouts, like your super
Yeah.
concentrated, like heavy
Yum, yum, yum,
type
yum, yum.
type
That's all I
feel.
drink now.
Espresso shots, stout.
Yeah, at home. Yep. It's true. I got a nice coffee maker for myself after the Keurig died, and
Oh
now that's
yeah.
literally all I drink is just espresso, so I'm just wired all the
And
time.
wee!
Exactly.
I will say the other thing about it that's super nice is you can do Keurig style, you can do K cup, or you can do
Oh, nice. That's
ground
good.
coffee. Yeah, so it's got like two different filters that you can use. So it's kind of an all-in-one, and it's by I don't know if I can say it on stream. We're not sponsored, but it's by Ninja, which is one of my favorite
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah.
blender companies, like brand names. So yep.
Nice.
Anyway, so I've been having fun playing around with the different settings and trying the different things, and so that is my birthday gift, my Mother's Day birthday gift, which is super fun.
I love it.
Yep. And my kiddos are so funny. They're like, "Do you like your coffee?" Like, yes, baby. I
Oh.
like my coffee because it is really fun, and I try to do it too. But we try to involve our kids in the like gift giving process. They're actually
Hmm.
either they forget instantly after we share the information with them, or they're actually like pretty good at keeping a secret. Because I've never found out anything that my husband has shared with them.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Although Amazon almost blew it.
Yeah, they're good for that.
When they delivered the coffee maker, I did not see the name on the box, but the box had like plastered
Oh.
on it Ninja Coffee Maker.
Nicely done, Amazon.
And I didn't see it because I saw like who like the gal handed it to me and said for Aaron, and I'm like oh sorry, not for my husband. And I was like, oh okay, don't look at the box, like don't look at anything because I know that this is not meant for my eyes. So
Yeah.
brought it in the house really quick and then didn't look at it.
Yeah, they're good at doing that.
Yep. But yep, that was kind of funny. Of course, I got home and he was like, "Did you see it?" I'm like, "No, I didn't
No,
see it. I promise."
I averted my eyes.
How we doing? We're 56 with this one.
Getting there.
This one's a biggin. Should I read the messages or do you want me to read them? No, I should probably read some of them now because they're mouthful most of the time. All right. Well, here, let's get to 60% and then I will read them.
There we go.
All right. I think I need an extension. I've had an extension on this whole time?
Uh,
I don't remember that. All right, here we go. We'll let him finish. Ah!
Well, I just witnessed that. Nicely done.
I just straight up jumped off of him. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
we're just going to clean right from this spot then for kicks and giggles. I have an extension on, so might as well.
Who keeps texting me? My phone keeps buzzing, but I can't look because I'm trying to find the dirt. Gotta make sure it's not an emergency.
First world problems, everybody. Ding.
No, it's my brother. I think he's just sending me a ton of cat pictures.
I love that. This is called the Hawk Shroud.
Okay.
Well, I don't know. What do you think that says? I can't see the sign.
Where?
There's a sign right here.
Oh, I
Where?
didn't even. I think you
fell.
are correct. I think it says Hawk Shroud on it. I think
Okay.
you're right.
I'm trying to just clean everything that I can see, but I am gonna.
It's also right
pause
here.
And take the messages. All right, you ready for all these messages that I can barely pronounce?
Yes.
Okay, it says.
Give it to me.
Observation. I see that whilst I cleanse manufactorium containers, you have again been blessed by the machine god. Still, at least now you have the title worthy of the duty. Okay, who's talking to me? Hold on. Who is this? Magos Pertinax Pius.
Okay.
Oh, we're in a temple in Mars. Chant of the
Ooh, bougie.
Electromancer initiated. All right. Oh, this is a Imperial Knight. Oh, shoot. Stop.
What?
We didn't check.
No!
No!
Oh, it's a first, isn't it?
Yep.
No!
Dang it all.
Well, I guess for our very last episode, when we get you your blue ribbon,
Okay. No, here's what
we're
we
replaying this one.
Here's what we do. Here's what we do. Here's what we do. Are you ready?
Yes.
Can you see me?
I can see you.
We finish this one, and then we immediately jump back into this one, and we clean the thing
And
that
do
we're
the
supposed
first.
to
All
clean.
right, let's do it. Let's do it. Okay. We got this. It's
I
fine.
completely forgot. We just started going. By the way, it's the tilt shield and the tilt shield purity seals. So
No,
it's
those are little.
yeah. I don't know where the it's this thing way up here, right there,
Where?
right there. This is what we have to clean first. Yeah. Darn. All right.
bummer.
It's
All
fine.
right.
Anyway, as I was saying, we're being talked to by the pious, who's I'm assuming in charge of the temple that we're in. Okay, it says the rites of initiation for a knight such as this are fascination, or are a fascination. Are you familiar with the necessary rituals? Engine seer exposition. The knights prove their fealty through survival of the redacted protocol classified F266. Young nobles from each of the knight houses collect at the Chamber of Echoes within the sanctuary of a knightly stronghold. Interesting. Fact. Nothing can prepare the nobles for what is next. That is a fact. Protocol. At the commencement of the sacred ritual, each young noble enters the room and occupies the restricted technology H002 of their knight house. Process. Throughout the night that follows, the noble's mind will fuse with the neural network of the restricted technology H002. Clarification. Perhaps that sounds pleasant. It is not.
Duly noted.
Each restricted technology H002 stores the experiences endured by every knight that has ever graced it. Trial. Throughout the night, the young nobles must battle against the will of their forebears. Fact. Few make the morning. Rhetorical. Perhaps if they were more cognizant of the unreliability of the flesh, the entire process could be avoided.
Excuse me?
Wow.
Sounds like a bad time, guys.
So they essentially link themselves up to this machine, which is, I'm assuming, what this thing is. and they experience through some sort of dream state through the night the horrors that everybody else that came before them experienced.
No, thank you.
Yeah, no, thank you as well. Especially because can you imagine, like, the first dude is like, hey, there's nobody here. You know what I mean? Like...
And then every other poor soul that comes after.
And it just gets worse and worse because there's more people.
Yeah, I think I'm good.
No, thank you. I'm assuming that this is the H002, since we're learning about its lore. Oh my goodness. Hey, listen. Hey, Navi. Alright. I'll look at that later. Oh, I had a couple funny moments happen with the PTO that I'm a part of that I can share.
Yeah.
So, apparently, one of the gals that has been with the PTO for a while, and she's stepping down because she's been with them for a while, and I think her kids are moving on to different school, but I said something, I guess, in one of the meetings where, I was there for the PTO meeting. Hello. And I'm like just sitting there and, I think the meeting finished, but I didn't realize that the meeting finished.
Mm-hmm.
And they were going to start another meeting specifically to talk about like a very, very specific topic with like some officials. Which I'm not necessarily a part of that meeting, but I knew almost all the people that were in the meeting.
Mm-hmm.
So one of those where I'm like, I don't think I belong here, but I know all of you. So, that kind of moment. But anyway, people are just chatting away, and I'm just kind of sitting there. And then one of the gals who's starting it goes, okay, so we might as well get started. And I look at them and I'm like, started with what? And they go, this meeting is for, they fill in.
Yeah.
And I look at them and I'm like, oh shoot, I shouldn't be here. I should go home. What time is it? And they show me
That's
what time.
funny.
And they're like, why are you still here? I'm like, I don't know. Where am I? Like,
I'm socializing.
I was just so confused and flustered that I was like, I don't even know what time it is. What day is it, guys? And I'm like running around.
That's funny.
Apparently when I did that, she's just like, I just looked in my head. She's like, this woman is my spirit animal.
That is so funny.
It's like, you mean the scatterbrain crazy where I don't really even know what day it is anymore, and I'm just trying to hold things together.
It's such a mood, though, man.
It is.
It really is.
And I feel like I've been like flying that ship for a while. Anyway,
it's kind of how it is now, but that is funny.
Yeah, I laughed. I was like, I'm glad I can bring joy to your life. Another one kind of related but slightly different is one of my kiddos had a musical performance at their school, and there were like sign-ups, right, with the PTO or just sign-ups in general for people of like, hey, we need help at the show, and I couldn't be there early because we had another thing that we had to go to first, and so even just packing that all into one night is going to be crazy in and of itself. But yeah. I was like, at the very least, because I want to help, like, at the very least, I can stay behind at the end and help clean up. So the only thing available to select was supervising chair putting away. Like,
oh, that's thrilling.
Right? And I'm like, okay, I guess I can do that. And then I didn't understand that meant I was supposed to know how the chairs get put away, because apparently there's a very specific way that the chairs get put away. And to the point where the music teacher even said, like, please make sure that this happens with the chairs, otherwise we can't fit them all, or we can't fit them in the closet. And she goes, so supervisors, make sure this happens. And I'm like, say what? Say what now? I don't know what's going on. So I start helping, and I kind of like see what's going on. It wasn't that hard, but I could see what they were talking about of like making sure it happens a certain way. So I start just jumping in and helping. And one of the guys or one of the other parents was like trying to figure out. He's like, I don't know how do you do this? And looks at me. I was just like, I was like, I
don't know, man.
I think it goes like this. And then out of my mouth comes, I don't know. I signed up to supervise putting these away, but that doesn't mean I know what I'm doing. And one of the other moms just like doubled over laughing next to me, and I'm thinking, at least I'm honest.
Welcome to management in every role.
I was like, I'm not gonna pretend that I know exactly what to do.
I'm just winging it, man.
Oh, man, that is my life. So anyway, I found that hilarious.
That is hilarious.
Yep. Oh yeah, that same night. This was the other part because I've been on a roll lately. This all happened like just a couple nights ago, by the way. We were all leaving, and of course, like it's their class, right? And so I'm thinking like, okay, I'll say see you later, and so I go, I'll see you Monday, and they look at me, and the dad is like, it's Wednesday. And I'm like, you're right. I'll see you tomorrow.
That is so funny.
Jess, I've been on a roll.
It's just so funny because that's, like I said, it's just such a mood, man. I've been on a journey.
I've been on a journey, and it's literally just called motherhood.
I did not mean to pick this up.
Oh gosh, oh no. Put it down.
There we go. It's such a mood though, man. It's just like one thing after another all the time.
And I'm just trying to roll with it and go, I think I know what I'm doing, but when I don't know what I'm doing, I either be honest about it with someone who cares, or I pretend I know what I'm doing.
Fake it till you make it.
Try. Oh boy. And I attempt to learn along the way. I feel like that's also important to state. Because you don't just bumble through.
Well, yeah.
I mean, sometimes you might. But it's also really handy to actually learn as you bumble through. Whoa! Hello.
Look at all those Danes.
Nice work. Okay, Dome. Dome. Why you being this way, Dome? Thank you.
Come on.
Ding-a-ding-ding.
It just has so many little intricate... Oops.
Yeah, I kept, like, checking the, find the dirt button. And there's still so
everywhere.
much. It's everywhere. But we are getting close. We're at 96%, so... If we have to hit it with some soap, maybe we do that. I don't know.
Stuck.
Whoa!
Oh, nicely done.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Trying to hit it from all angles. Oh dear. Ah. Oh yeah, are you I should double check with you, but are you down to do Pico Park 2 on the 30th? Awesome. Because I think so far we've got Rodney and Patrick and you and me, and I believe our friend A is going to join us.
Yes, I think I saw that she said she put it on the calendar.
Yep, so there's that. And then I haven't heard from Ash, so I don't know if they will join us or not. Could potentially see, I think I'm seeing S that weekend of my birthday, like the weekend before.
Yeah.
So I could ask her then. Ah.
Yeah, just verify.
Yep. And I don't know if her hubby would play with us, or maybe my hubby could play with us once the kids are down. I'm assuming we'll have to wait until like 8:30 ish so that Patrick can join us. It's not. I don't think it's a complicated long game, so even if it's just for like an hour or an hour and a half, I'm sure that'll be a lot of fun. All right, where is this thing dirty? Did we actually?
I honestly thought I was gonna miss that.
Ooh. What?
When I jumped, I thought I was gonna miss the landing. I almost did not make that.
All right. There we go.
Okay, come on.
This reminds me of a transformer.
It does kind of look like one. Like a bumblebee or something.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. What? Okay. Alright, are you still finding dirt?
I'm trying. How successful I am, though. This is already my shoulder. Ugh. Old, chat. I'm old.
Okay, I
can't sit like that
Oh,
anymore.
wait, I see a ton of dirt. I just had to stand up.
I fell.
I saw that.
That's fine.
Everything's fine.
Everything is fine.
Oh, come on. Okay, I don't know how I'm supposed to do this. There we go. Do you see where I am?
No.
I'm hiding.
I see you.
Aha. Okay.
Come on, housing.
Okay. Extension. Whoosh. Oh, man. The underside of this is insane.
Just so many parts.
I found some more sections of not clean. If I go on to this, whoop, going up again. Come on. There we go. All right. Oh yeah. Okay, this is a good angle. This thing looks really creepy, by the way.
I know. Kind of got a buggy look to it almost.
Whoa!
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Gotta get that right angle.
Seriously.
Okay, the shoulder. That's the socket, but the actual shoulder. Okay, got that.
Okay, got that.
Nice.
Thank you. Ding, ding, ding,
Nice.
Okay, what's left? I think I can get this from this angle. I'm trying to check. I'm pushing the, like, find the dirt button and then looking for anything glowing. But I don't see much.
There's so many moving parts in this, though. We might have to...
Okay, there we go. All right. Let's see what we got. Torso is not clean. Waist joint is not clean. Okay, so there must be an angle that we need to get the torso and the waist joint. Oh, okay, there's that. That explains that.
Okay, waist?
Waist joint. I see it, but I don't know what part of it is not clean. Oh, wait, I found it! Nope. Okay, I thought I found it. I found some of it.
Waist? I don't think I can get it from up here.
I'm kind of on the ladder. Maybe you can hit it from a different ladder angle. There we go. Nice.
Got it.
Nice work. Okay, so that takes care of that. We've got lower leg auxiliary piston, lower leg piston cables. Okay, but I don't know which leg.
Well, one of them is on the left, I think. I thought I just saw it.
Your left or my left? Your left. Okay.
Where did it go? I saw it!
Oh, here's one of them. I found a piston.
I saw the little
Okay,
thing.
there's that.
Maybe not. Maybe I'm a liar. I swear to God. I
Oh,
saw the
another
little
one.
slip.
This piston is not clean.
Okay,
I can't get it though.
Where is it?
There it is. Okay. Oh,
There you
yay! We got 3 left. Okay. Oh, there's another lower leg one. Shoot. Okay. Is it all on this leg? Piston cable.
Yes, it's this one right here somewhere.
Okay, so this was the leg I was working on. Sorry. Cockpit,
there's so many
hatch,
little things.
railings. Oh, that's on the very tippy top. All right, I'm heading up.
Okay, chest heavy. Heavy. Stubber mount. What? Is it in the back?
Okay, got it. Stubber mount. What is the stubber mount? Chest? It's in the chest.
Yeah, I don't.
This is the reactor. So it would have to be out the front, right?
Or the side.
Oh yeah, it could be side. What?
Oh, it's not this one. It's on the other side. It's on the. Is there a gun on the left side? Your left?
I will look. Hold on, I gotta go up. Jump. Where? I don't see a gun on my left.
Because the heavy stub on that side is not.
I see shoulder, battle cannon arm, shoulder socket, torso, shoulder plate, battle cannon, waist drum, tilt shield, chest. Shoot. Okay, where did you see it?
It's.
Oh, heavy stubber.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the mount. It's the mount that it's on. Yeah? Where's the mount? Oh, I see it. It's right there. You see what I can't hit it from this angle, but it's this thing.
Let me go up.
Yeah, it might be in the back. You might have to hit it from the back. Yeah, I can kind of see the dirt, but I can't reach it from here. Oh, you know what? Extension. There we go. Okay. All right, I'm going to go up. Can I go up again? Is there another ladder? There is.
Yes.
I can't go up that ladder. Well, that's a shame.
On the other side of it. On the outside.
Ah, thank you. Ah! Almost ran off. Sorry. No worries. Nothing is wrong. If I jump on this gun... Okay. I'm gonna do this. Come on. Let me on the gun. Let me on. Yes. Okay. I can not see it. Take it.
I don't.
Okay. I see it. I see the mount. Please work. Yay!
Yeah!
Oh my gosh. Okay, you ready to jump back in?
I'm ready.
Let's finish this bad boy. Okay, I hit continue. And then before I go, I redo this one. Can I not redo it? Wait.
There should be a free play.
There we go, free play.
Yeah.
Start. It's gonna end our multiplayer session.
That's fine, I'll jump back in.
Okay. Okay, it's on. Where are you?
It's thinking. It's loading. I'm here.
All right. Tilt shield. Okay, the purity seals and the shield. That's all we gotta clean. All right.
I'm so scared.
I know, me too. Okay, I gotta go up one more. Get on the robot.
Me. Oh my eye.
Let me up. Let me up. Let me up. All right, Geronimo. All right.
I don't know how to help.
It's okay. If you hit it from underneath, maybe. Whoa! Hi.
Hello.
Just come falling. Okay, it's almost done. Yay!
Yes!
All right. Screw this level. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
All right. And this time, before we start this one,
we're gonna check.
We're gonna check. Okay. Co-op is on. Oh my goodness.
No, I don't like the sound of that.
Oh my gosh.
What is that?
You'll see.
No. Oh, come on.
All right, this is called the Thunderhawk. And we need to find the retro thrusters, not thusters, retro thrusters, and do those first. Oh, yeah. Dear goodness. Okay, thrusters are in the back, yeah?
Theoretically,
Theoretically.
Yeah. Just sneeze
Engine,
really bad.
exhaust.
Oh, they're these. They're these little thingies.
Retro thrusters. I do not know. Okay, hold on. We're looking up how many there are.
I think there's probably 6.
Okay. Nope. There's 16.
What? No. You're...
Okay, go into your menu and click on it.
I almost said a bad word, chat.
Go into your menu and click on the thruster. That way they will light up for you and you will be able to see what you're cleaning. Oh
no.
My gosh.
All right.
Okay, there's one.
I'm having like traumatic flashbacks to that time we had to like get to the 95%.
Dude, that was such a hard one to do. I think I finished that with the van.
Did you really?
The very first level, yeah.
Dang, that's impressive.
And it was really hard because essentially what I had to do was I had to finish everything around me well enough but not get the ding. And so I would just be watching like a hawk the
like
little progress bar. You know the little progress bar you get?
Mm-hmm.
And I would wait until it's about where the little, you know the little bottle up there that's next to like metal or whatever?
Yep.
I would wait until the little white bar gets to that, and then I would stop cleaning and I would move to the next thing. It was so hard.
I would I'd have PTSD.
Yeah. All right, where are you? You're up there. Okay. How many have you cleaned?
1.
Okay. We're on 4 then. Call it out when you clean it.
Because I'm nervous.
I don't think there's anything else around. I mean, be nervous, but
There we go.
I don't think there's anything that's 5. Okay. Around the thrusters that we have to necessarily worry about. Okay, there's 6.
Seven.
8. Okay. By the way, Apothecary Diaries is getting really, really good.
Is it?
Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
9, 10. Okay, and you're taking care of that. Okay.
I need to catch up on all my stuff. I still have not watched. I haven't watched the most recent episode of Last of Us. I need to watch that.
Oh yeah. By the way, did your
Yes.
parents watch it?
Yes, they did.
And
I got a text message that said, "What the F was that?"
That's
My mother was not impressed either.
oh.
She literally goes,
really?
"That's why we had to stay up." And my dad's like, "Yes. Did you see what just happened?" It was like over there giggling maniacally to myself, like,
Your dad's so offended by her lack of enthusiasm.
He really was. He was like, "What do you mean that's it?" I was laughing so hard.
Oh man. It's like now you feel what all the gamers felt
Welcome to the club,
when
man.
they played through that level or that section of the game. Well, and then other people were saying like, and then the because the TV show's I guess doing it differently.
Is that
But
12?
yeah, this should be 13 and oh no, wait. I think it's more than that. I think you're on the last one.
Oh, okay.
Let me check. Yeah, that's the last one.
Okay. I'm sorry, continue.
Well, and I don't know how the TV show is doing it, but somebody pointed out like, oh yay, yay!
Thank goodness. Woo!
All right, now clean till your heart's
All right.
content. But
Yes.
someone pointed out that in the game, right after that scene happens, you then have to play as the other character.
Yes.
Like it immediately goes into an hour to an hour and a half of playing through with the character that you now despise.
Yeah, they did.
I know they did that on purpose.
Well, yes, in the game they did, but they did take a slightly different turn
With that.
with it. Yeah. Probably because they know kind of more what the general audience's emotions are going to be hinged off of.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
it's not so much an interactive experience when you're just watching the TV.
Exactly. You have to like it's a different media, so you have to do it differently. And
Yes.
I understand like why people don't want different media to go too far off the base, like the original, but to a certain extent you do have to.
Oh yeah, because you come out of that scene totally emotionally charged, just like Ellie.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, they kind of play off of that more so in the show.
Yeah.
And I actually kind of appreciated the way that they did it because it kind of, once again, you're emotionally charged, right? So it's just kind of like, it's almost like when you're reading a book and you get to a chapter of a character that you really just do not care about.
Mm-hmm.
And so you're kind of like skimming it more than you're actually watching it. I think that's why they kind of did it the way they did, was because they already knew they were probably going to lose a little bit of watching retention after that scene.
Yeah. And you can't avoid that scene. It's a pivotal part of the story.
Exactly. So they changed it a little bit so that way you're coming out of that emotional charge with the characters as it's happening.
Yeah.
Instead of, because I mean, in the game, you're still emotionally charged in the game, but you're kind of forced into this more interactive role.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I think they did good. I think it was good.
Which I think I did watch one guy. I think I have to go back and rewatch his playthrough, but I think I was watching one guy that got through that scene and then saw who he had to play as, and he
Yeah.
turned the game off. He
Yes.
was like, "Nope, I'm not doing it. Like, not right now. I can't."
Yeah. Yeah, because it definitely that would not have had the same impact. I think they would have lost more viewers if they did it that way. Because
Yeah.
people just would have been like, okay. I mean, it's a lot like are Walking Dead spoilers still relevant?
I don't know. I didn't really
Anyways,
watch.
there is a time when a beloved character is killed. And
Yeah.
at that point, the way that they did it, I was like, okay, you know what? I think I'm done. Like, I'm done watching now.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think that's what they were trying to avoid, the way that they did it in the show.
Yeah, not to make the same mistake.
Yeah.
I feel like that show, there's just so many people that got offed unceremoniously.
Yes.
And that I
It,
do, and that was coupled with Game of Thrones. Like, it was a thing to just off characters, like, for the shock of it.
oh yeah, some of it had good relevance, but I don't know. I was on board with that show all the way up until the last season, and then I was like, well, I've wasted so many years of my life now. Congratulations.
Which one? Game of Thrones or
Game
Walking
of Thrones.
Dead? Okay.
Well, a little bit of both.
Is there an equivalent now to the phenomenon that were those shows?
I don't know. That's a good question.
I know my hubby watches Severance, which I guess is gaining some traction.
I've heard the name, but I have not watched it.
It's apparently pretty good. It's a very weird show where it's the idea of having a split personality,
Oh, okay.
but not just a split personality. It's a process called severance, where you legitimately are two different people within the same body. And it's their take on, like, leaving work at work.
Mm-hmm.
Right, you have a work personality and then you have a personal life personality, and they are
Right.
two separate people living in the same
Yes.
body, because you sever your connection. That's the whole severance idea in your brain.
Huh. Interesting.
It's very weird, especially when, like, all of a sudden things that are happening with one side of the body start to interact with the other side.
Hmm.
Yeah, because you think about it, like, it, just as an example, this is not a spoiler because I haven't seen the show. I've heard little bits and pieces from my husband. But if you think about the idea of, like, when you're at work, like, say you're in the show, one of the characters that are at the job think, like, oh, I'm so sad and depressed, I'm single, or, like, and not just, like, because some people can be happy single, but, like, this person is like, I really wish I had a partner or whatever. And then you find out, like,
I'm stuck.
like, you're a grandparent or something, like, the other side of you actually has a family.
What? That would be trippy.
Right? So that's kind of what the show's all about, is, like, there's these weird parallels going on. Yeah.
Might have to give it a watch at some point.
Yeah. I think it's on...
Oh, excuse me.
I think it's on Apple TV.
I was gonna say, I think I saw it on Apple TV.
I don't know for a fact. All right. Extension. All right. Well, your parents saw the scene. Is your dad gonna still
Yes.
watch?
Oh yeah, yeah. They are the kind of people that wait until like 3 or 4 episodes are out and then they'll binge watch all of them
That
at
makes
once.
sense, though. I can understand that. I like my weekly updates on the animes that I've been watching. However, I'm only down to one.
Oh no!
Because all of
You
them
have to
are,
find more
like,
to watch.
ending. I know, I need to find another one. Sometimes I'll find some, and, like, I like watching romantic comedy type things, so I'll find one, and it's like, oh, this one's cute, and it's only, like, 10 episodes long.
No!
Like, dang it.
I think the end of June, season 3 of Squid Game comes out.
Oh, I saw an announcement, but I never watched the teaser for it.
I haven't watched the teaser, I just saw the date.
And I did watch the first half, or I guess season 2.
Yeah, so did I.
I'll watch season 3.
I binged it.
I will probably painfully watch it though. That is a show where I'm like intrigued, and I hope the quote unquote bad guys get justice. But I'm also like, this is really hard to watch sometimes.
Yeah. I know my brother watched it. And I remember him calling me, going, "Seriously?" He's like, "I don't know if I want to watch the next season." I said, "You have to. You have to know what happens." And he's like, "This is stupid." I was like, "You're stupid."
And that was the end of the conversation.
Pretty much.
Sounds like
because
it sounds like a sibling conversation.
It's a very sibling conversation. But he's like, "Well, I don't understand this." And I was like, "Well, it makes the connection here at the beginning." And he's like, "How did you even notice that?" And I was like, "'Cause I'm that kind of person, man. I'm a person who makes parallels. It happens all the time."
Okay, well, season 1 has been out for a really long time. So what connection were you talking about? I'm curious.
He didn't
spoilers for Squid Game if you haven't seen it, and if
season
you
1,
care.
but I won't talk about season 2.
Okay.
I mean, it kind of blends into season 2, but it's not like, I mean, it's in season 1.
Go for it.
He didn't realize that the front man, the guy with the black mask, was the brother of the policeman.
Oh.
Yeah. He goes, "Who is that dude?" I said, "It's his brother." He goes, "I didn't know that." I said, "Did you watch the first season?" He's like, "Yeah, that's the dude that shot him." I said, "Yes, that's his brother."
That's his brother. Yeah.
That's his brother. That's
Okay.
my brother. That's his brother, my dude.
Okay. Yeah, I can't
And he
believe
goes,
you didn't
"Oh,
catch that.
I know." He's like, "Oh, it makes so much more sense now." And I'm just like, once again, you're stupid.
Yeah, that's kind of an important one. Yeah, and I kind of figured that because it was like a slow reveal, and they didn't like outright say it, but it was also kind of obvious. Especially, they definitely outright said it in the second season, like right
at the beginning when they did the recap.
Yeah, right out of the get go, like it's right there. So, I thought the kind of like. In a weird way, I felt like season 2 was definitely more tame.
Yes.
In like the amount of characters being.
Oh dear God!
Sorry,
ma'am. I think you trapped me in the. Hold on. Nope, I'm good.
Okay.
I got stuck in the hydraulic.
My bad.
Oh, I just got yeeted.
Where? Are you on top of it?
No, I'm underneath it.
Oh my goodness.
So it did that thing where it moves you when you pick up the scaffolding, and it just yeeted me right into the hydraulic.
Oh no. Anyway, they do the, all the games are super brutal and stuff like that, but I feel like the first season was more so, and the second season was a bit more tame. So either they didn't have as many people not make it, or you just didn't see it as much.
I think the height of filming this season was in the COVID, because they finished the first season, I think probably a year or two before COVID started, and then they filmed this one during COVID.
Okay, so if that's true, then it makes sense that if more people did get, didn't make it, then you just wouldn't see it because they didn't have the people to fill that out.
Exactly.
Okay, that makes more sense. Alrighty. Yeah, I think the exception would have been the final game. The final game was pretty brutal, and then the ending was brutal.
That's the part I can't wait for. I can't wait for that reveal. Like, I know we know what's going on, but the main character doesn't know what's going on.
Oh,
so
yeah,
I'm just like,
yeah.
I need it. I need it.
That's going to be a brutal reveal. All right. Let's see if we can get this under set. Whoa. Ugh. Okay. Oops. Ah, yeah. Okay. Doo-doo-doo.
excuse me. I gotta stop that.
Yeah, don't do that. It's only 9:30, ma'am.
I know. It's because I accidentally stayed up too late. Even though I work from home, I've been working from home this week. I still get up, semi early to get, cleaned up and get everyone taken care of before I sit down to work.
Yeah.
And I stayed up too late last night.
I'm sorry.
I just couldn't sleep, so I just watched TV. I found this YouTube channel. I won't say them explicitly because we're not linked in any way, but
Yeah.
it's like a true crime YouTube, and I've
nice.
gone down the rabbit hole of all their stuff.
Oh,
and
no.
I literally just watched it last night until almost 11 o'clock, and I was like, oh, I should probably go to bed.
I
have to be up at 5.
I was trying to do my cross stitch last night and it got super late and I was like, I can't see anymore.
It looks so good though. You did such a good job.
Thank you. I'm really, really excited to be done. And now I'm just like, please don't get damaged until I can get you framed.
Yeah, that's half the battle.
Yeah. But I already have a place that I'm gonna ask to frame it because they're really, really good.
Oh, there you go.
I just have to get down to them.
Yeah, that's a good idea, though.
Yep. I'll probably do that. They're closed Sunday, Monday, and I think I'm busy tomorrow, so I'll probably have to wait till Tuesday to get it to the framing place, but...
It'll be worth it, though. It'll look great.
Yeah. Hard part's done.
I was gonna say, because that's half the battle is just finding time.
Yeah. Well, and now that it's, actually complete, I can... First of all, I'm going to take a break.
Yeah. Understandable.
Give my back a break, work on some other things around the house, some other projects. And then I maybe after my birthday or when I get inspiration, I'll work on the next one.
There you go.
Yes, I do. I have a pile of different ones that I want to do. I have a cute little animal alphabet one that I started to work on. Yeah, so I kind of want to take that one on next and get all the animals done because that one's actually pretty easy to do and it's very satisfying to just get one of the animals done. Because it takes only maybe a couple hours to do one of the animals as opposed to the last one I just finished. It took me 3 years.
Yeah. And
I know most of that was because I was unmotivated and kept forgetting that I needed to work on it. But I finally got it done.
Had a lot of color change though to it and a lot of details.
The shading. I have learned so much about shading with this. I will say I learned a lot by doing this cross stitch. And I learned that shading is very satisfying but very difficult. And you have to be incredibly careful and concentrated until you start to kind of get the bulk of it figured out, and then you can play off of your other stitches.
Yeah.
But getting that started without missing any, because I accidentally, that was one of the reasons why I stopped for so long, is because in trying to get it done quickly, and I think I was watching a TV show at the same time, I missed a stitch. And then,
that'll do it.
I worked on it for 5 hours, a couple days worth, without realizing that I missed a stitch until I started getting to a certain section. I'm like, this isn't lining up. And I had to go through and find where I made the mistake, and then I had to undo all of it. And I was so mad. I was like, ugh! And at that point, I stopped. I was like, nope, you're going to sit there. You're in timeout.
You're in timeout. You're going to think about what you did.
And it was my own, it was totally my fault. I wasn't paying attention while I was doing the stitches. So please, if you're going to do cross stitch, count your stitches.
Yeah, count everything. Count everything all of the time. Because I'm currently working on a mosaic crochet where it's a pattern. Every row is a different pattern of single and double crochet stitches.
Oh man.
And if you miss one or you mess up the pattern just once, that's you have to undo the whole thing. It won't work otherwise.
Oh man.
So I'm constantly recounting. I have actual stitch markers so I can see where one group ends and one begins, and then that way I can just recount as I'm going.
Very nice.
Because there's nothing worse than that feeling of going, I missed a stitch.
And then you have to do it again.
Yep.
And undoing it all is so sad. But yep, so it's officially done. I'm very happy with it. I kept looking at it today and I was like, you're so pretty.
It is so pretty.
Really excited to give it to my friend. I hope she likes it.
So exciting.
Yeah. It's also her birthday month, so it's kind of like poetic that I got it done in time for her birthday. It's not going to be framed in time for her birthday unless the framing places just busts it out super quick. But it is officially like stitched and done.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it'll be okay.
All right. I think I can get this from here. Oh gosh. Yay!
No dings.
No dings for you?
No dings for me.
No.
It's like everything is just one big like area. It's like just one big.
Is that the area that you're working on? Is the?
Yeah, I think so.
Because I did the feet, which was a smaller, littler section. Yeah. We probably, I probably won't be able to finish this tonight. This is a big one.
I know. My eyes are starting to hurt a little bit.
Well, do you want to call it here and this can be the finale of our next stream? Or do you want to get to like a certain percentage? What do you want to do?
Let's go for a little bit longer.
Okay.
Let's go, yeah, maybe another 15, 20 minutes or so and then maybe call it.
Okay.
Yeah, because I have to get up not super early tomorrow, but semi-early because my parents are coming out, so I gotta...
Gotcha.
They're very sweet. They're bringing me my groceries.
Aww.
Because I haven't been able to leave the house really in a week, so I have no food.
That's a problem.
I know.
You need to eat.
Like, please. If you're coming out here anyways, can you please bring me some food?
Have you been working from home this whole time, too?
Yep.
Dang.
Yeah, it has its, like, people are going to tell me I'm ridiculous. It has its pros and its cons.
Yeah.
It's, like, it's nice to not be consistently interrupted at home, and I can get up if I need to and do something, or if the dogs need to go out or whatever.
Yeah.
And I can work however early or however late I want. The problem is that sometimes it's very difficult when you're at home to get certain things done.
Yes.
Or find certain people to track down to talk to them to figure out your problems.
Yes. Understand.
So, like, not fully on board with the whole full-time in-office thing, but, like, kind of a hybrid need at the very least. And I can't right now.
I feel like if you are working in a position where it lends yourself well to working remote, then it works really, really great.
Yes.
But there are certain things where I'm like, no, you need to just kind of be there. And
yeah,
the thing that I don't like about the whole remote versus in office, because it's been like a hot topic recently, is if you hire, first of all, companies here, hold on, we're gonna talk for a moment. If you
let's take this back a notch.
If you hire someone with a description of the job that says remote, and then you don't understand why they're mad because all of a sudden you're having them come into the office all the time, that's called false advertising.
It's also called get off the roads. I'm tired of sharing it with all of you.
Like,
let them be remote.
What the heck? If you want someone to be in the office, state that in your job description.
Yeah. Yes, absolutely.
None of this like, oh, we're just going to put that in there because maybe we can do remote. No maybes. It's a yes or no question.
Exactly. Either you do or you don't.
Are you comfortable with them being remote? Does it lend itself to being remote? If the answer is no, or if it's even a maybe, then the answer is no.
Exactly.
Yeah, I got that off my chest. It would just bug me to no end. Like, I see so many job posts because I browse, right? Where they're
Right.
like, possibility to work remote. Like, no, false. Don't say that unless you actually mean it. And then just post it as a remote job.
Well, I know exactly that. And then there's like other ones that will be like, "Oh, you can this is a remote work, but we're prioritizing people from this state." Why? Because you're going to make it eventually not remote? Like what?
Right?
Why?
Right? Like,
That sounds like a bait and switch to me.
something's fishy. Yeah. And I do actually feel like I understand a little bit of what the employer is going through, because there are people that take advantage of the whole remote work thing and they don't actually work.
Oh, of course. But I mean, you
Right?
have people in the building that do that. Do you know how
Yeah.
many people I work with
Yeah.
that don't actually work?
Yeah, and that's the thing, is like, you're gonna get that if you have that kind of person as an employee. It's not gonna matter if they're at home or if they're in the office, because
Exactly.
it's a personality thing or a decision. Like, people with good work ethic are gonna work good from home or in the office, because that's just how they go. Like, that's just how they roll.
It's a whole thing.
It's a whole thing.
It's been nice because I've been able to get stuff done around the house with the renovation and everything. And when Pipe was sick, it was a really nice option because then I didn't have to worry about it. I could still get my hours while, taking care of her and stuff. But
Right, of course.
there's a lot of things where it's just like, this is not working for me.
Yeah. My job does not lend itself to remote work at all, because I'm supposed
I would
to supervise a building,
Yeah.
Which I had a really, really cute wedding that I did recently, and I think I can share some of it. They got married on Star Wars Day.
Oh, I love it.
And they had like music specifically. So like, I got a chance to chat with the groom, and I don't normally get to chat with the couple. In fact, I actually will legitimately try to avoid them. Not because I don't want to talk to them, but like, I try to be as inconspicuous as possible. I'm not a guest. They don't know who I am. And even though like, I'm in charge of the building that they rented out, like, and I will sometimes introduce myself if the opportunity presents itself, but I do everything in my power to not bother them. Like, I am not here to talk to you. I am here to just make sure your day goes the way it wants to go. Or I guess I'm actually not even for that. I'm there to take care of the building and make sure that nothing gets broken and all the rules get followed. That is my job. Anyway, I got to talk to him, and I asked, I was like, so was this a day specifically picked out for its reference? Or he goes, yes, we were always going to get married on the 4th of May. And I'm like, you guys are awesome.
So cute.
Yeah. They had a lightsaber send-off.
Oh.
It was really, really cute. And
cute.
Their guests started singing da 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 as they came out. It was so cute. And it looked really cool. Like, I'm sure they got some epic photos, because they had legitimate lightsabers, like the expensive kind.
Ooh.
And they had like a bunch of kids there, so the kids got like the funny little ones that that retract, like the ones I'm used to, right? Where you flick it,
you flick them.
Yep.
Yeah.
But everyone else had like legitimate ones, and everybody like picked a different color. It was so funny because I was sitting there with the bartender, and we're watching as they were like turning on the lightsabers. I was like, oh, there's a green one. Oh, there's someone turned to the dark side, because one of them would light up red.
That's so funny.
But I was like, I love it when couples do stuff like that. It just makes my heart happy. So that was a really fun wedding to do. It was also a smaller crowd, and they didn't go over the top with their alcohol, so they were actually like,
that's a plus.
Self-aware, which was really nice.
The less babysitting, the better.
Yeah. Well, and then my thing is like, sure, have a drink, have fun, get buzzed, whatever. But if you go too far, then you're, number one, probably not going to feel well the next day. Number two, probably if you go really too far, you're not going to remember the day.
Oh, yeah.
Right? And I'm like, it's a wedding. Don't you want to remember the day?
I mean, theoretically.
Theoretically, most people, like, in a perfect world, right? But yeah, that's my thing. It's like, I want to be able to remember having fun with people. Yeah, the season has started, so I will actually, and this is for chat as well, the amount of Fridays that I will be able to stream will be not as many as the season progresses. Lots of people get married on Fridays. And you know, with summer and everything, it's just, I get more busy.
Yeah.
But I'm hoping,
we'll figure it out.
I'm kind of hoping that once we get this DLC done, that'll actually be our last power wash until the new game comes out, I think.
I was going to say, until number 2 comes out.
Yep, we'll have to see when that one drops. But I imagine that we will be done with power wash for a while, because I don't know how far along the devs are in the second game.
I'm just letting you know that when we finish this, if they drop it in a couple weeks, I will laugh.
Goodbye to power wash. JK, we're back.
Never mind.
We'll power wash till the day we die.
We're never going to escape the power wash.
Okay, what else can I clean? I can clean this. But there's lots of other games that I really want to give a shot, give a try. We still need to finish Bokura.
Yes.
We haven't forgot about it, chat. We will get to it.
Yeah, the inconvenient timing of the renovation kind of happened, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's all right.
And a few other things that I won't be able to talk about until potentially a few weeks.
Yep, but it'll be okay. We'll get back to that as soon as we can to finish it off, especially because the sequel came out.
Yes, I saw it was released.
Yep. So we'll see. Maybe that. We still need to get back to Carry the Glass if we ever want to finish that one.
Oh, that game is so rage-inducing.
I know. I'm like, do we really want to do that one? I don't know. We'll see.
Maybe at some point if we need a filler.
Yeah. I really want to finish Luma Island for myself. I still have that. Well, I did have one last achievement until they dropped more content.
So wrong.
I was so mad. I was like, gosh darn it, I was almost there. Because I think what happens is once you get the blue ribbon, I don't think they take it away from you, even if more achievements get put on. So, yep, we'll figure that out. And then we've got... We'll probably get back to Repo soon-ish.
I hope so.
Actually, I don't know what you and Rodney have planned for next Friday, because I'll be out of town. But if you guys get the crew together, I will totally watch you guys play Repo.
Yeah, I'm not sure what we're gonna do yet. I gotta text her and see what we're doing.
Yeah, figure it out. But that the update is not officially out, but it is in beta, and you can switch your game in Steam to open beta, and then you can try the new stuff that they've got out right now. It looks pretty fun. I guess they're gonna start scaling the game so that every 10 levels it gets slightly harder.
Okay.
And I'm like, cool, we've made it to level 6. Or 7. Actually, I don't remember what level we made it to, if I'm being honest. Hey, I got a ding!
Nice!
Hallelujah. We did it. Oh, and I guess we started Roots of Pacha. I don't know if I hope we'll go back to it.
Yeah,
I do like that game a lot. That's a fun one.
Yeah, we'll go back to it.
Oh my goodness, there's so much dirt everywhere. Ah!
I know, it's so bad.
Well, do you want to call it? I'm starting to flag.
Yeah, I'm starting to kind of almost feel a little seasick too, so that might be a good time to stop.
Yeah, let's call it here. All right, where are you?
one end of the ship. There you are. I see you.
Hello. All right, everybody. We've been power washing for a couple hours now, so we're going to call it here. We still have this behemoth to finish, but we're at 33%. We'll finish this up in our next stream, which for us will be, let's see here. Let me look at my calendar. Calendar time.
Excuse me. The 23rd?
The 23rd is, I think, unless I get surprised by something, because that is my birthday weekend. So
Yes, that is true.
But pencil in the 23rd. Hopefully I will have finished the other achievement before then, because right now, chat, I am sitting at 98 out of 100 achievements for Power Wash Simulator.
Close.
I am so close, you guys. I literally have finishing this level gets me an achievement, and then get one more gold medal in challenge mode, and then I will have blue ribbon to this game.
Yes.
Yay. I'm so close. Just like with my cross stitch. I can feel it. I'm so close. All right. Do you have anything to say, Jess?
Nope, I got nothing going on, so I will see. I'm not sure if Rodney and I will stream next week. We might. We'll see.
You could also just
We'll see how we're feeling. Yeah, we might just hang out. So it might be the 23rd. We'll see.
I will try and get Bokra to you by the end of the month. We'll have to see how that lines up. Because I think we're halfway through the game, so we just need one more sit-down sesh of like a couple hours to finish that off.
Yep.
But yeah. Anyway, thank you everyone so much for watching. We